Hello friends, today we're going to talk about a major breakthrough in missile defense technology. The U.S. defense company L3Harris Technologies has just moved its latest space-based missile warning and tracking system into full production. Now, you might think this is just another defense industry update, but in reality, this marks a huge step in how countries detect and track modern missile threats, especially hypersonic missiles. In the next few minutes, I'll explain what exactly has happened, why it matters, and how it fits into a much bigger global security picture. L3. Harris recently completed two key milestones, the Critical Design Review and the Production Readiness Review, for the Space Development Agency's Tranche 2 tracking layer. These are basically the last big checks before a program can move from design to actual manufacturing. With these approvals done, the company can now start producing a fleet of advanced satellites that will form part of the Proliferated Warfighter Space Architecture, or PWSA. What is this? In simple terms, it's a constellation of satellites in low Earth orbit designed to detect, track, and pass targeting data for all kinds of missile threats, including the very fast and unpredictable hypersonic ones. This means real-time alerts and tracking for military forces anywhere in the world. Traditionally, missile tracking relied on a small number of large satellites in high Earth orbit. While powerful, these systems had limitations. Fewer satellites meant fewer points of coverage, longer update times, and more vulnerability if one was destroyed. But the new approach is different. It's proliferated and layered. That means many smaller satellites spread out across low Earth orbit, constantly watching and sharing data. If one is damaged, the others still provide coverage. And because they're closer to Earth, the tracking data is received much faster. This is crucial in today's environment where hypersonic missiles can change course mid-flight and travel at speeds over Mach 5. A delay of even a few seconds in detection could mean the difference between interception and impact. All of this is part of a broader U.S. strategic program sometimes referred to as the Golden Dome, an ambitious plan to create a space-based missile defense shield. Think of it as an early warning network in space that can see missile launches anywhere on the planet and give military forces the precious minutes they need to respond. The Tranche 2 satellites will work alongside earlier Tranche 0 and Tranche 1 satellites as well as the hypersonic and ballistic tracking space sensor satellites already in orbit. Together, they create a global web of detection, something that was science fiction just a couple of decades ago. And this isn't only about technology, it's also about production speed. L3Harris is investing heavily in new factories, including one in Huntsville, Alabama, and a massive expansion of rocket motor production in Arkansas. The company says rocket motor capacity there will increase nearly sixfold. So, what does this really mean? First, it means the U.S. and its allies will have a much better chance of detecting and intercepting missiles before they reach their targets. Second, it shows how fast defense technology is evolving, moving from experimental designs to actual mass production in just a few years. Third, it sets a new standard for speed and scalability. The spiral development model means the system will keep improving in future tranches, adding more satellites with better sensors each time. For adversaries, this complicates missile strategy. It's no longer enough to just make faster missiles. They now have to think about a world where hundreds of eyes in space are constantly watching for a launch. In short, L3, Harris moving the Tranche 2 tracking layer into production is not just a milestone for one company, it's a big leap forward in global missile defense, marking the moment when space truly becomes a front line in security. It's another sign that future conflicts will not just be fought on land, sea, or air, but in orbit. The question is, will this make the world safer by deterring attacks, or will it push countries into a new space-based arms race? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.